Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 5. So, last time on Black Clover we had, we had them taking their tests, right? They were trying to become the Wizard Knights and, they were being tested in front of all the captains, which is very rare for them to gather. We learned a lot of their names, but I don't remember many of them. I think Yami was one. I think it might have been that big buff dude. I think that's it. I'm sorry. If they become very relevant in the story, I'll write their names down so that way I have them regularly. But if they're people that come in just like every now and then, they'll remind us of their names anyway, I'm sure. And it won't be that big of a deal if I don't remember, I don't think. Sorry if I'm offending any of you by not remembering that stuff, but either way, they are getting into the 1v1 fight section. We had Asta completely destroy the guy that tried to kind of abuse Asta's weakness, like he thought he was weak and stuff like that, and tried to abuse that to win and make himself look good. I'm sure Yuno is going to come up and just destroy whoever he's up against too, so I hope we get some like captain reactions, but I felt like knowing the beginning of a shonen, it's probably going to be something like that was an impressive strike, but he still did crappy in all the other tests, so he's crappy. But we'll see what they decide to do with that. So, yeah, guys, I say we just jump into it. Alrighty, guys, so as you probably know, because a lot of the previous episodes I have on early access right now have already come out as timer-based, but we are doing timer-based now. This is my first recording of Black Clover since the change to timer-based. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new system, so get your footage ready. I'll do a countdown for you, and then we'll get started. Alrighty, guys, so we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. TV Tokyo. There'll also be an 8-second clip up for you guys to help sync as well. Should be like right now or ending right now. Yes. I think it was episode 5 or 6 we can watch the opening. I'll wait till 6 because my thought is 5 or 6. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be minimizing right when the episode comes up. But don't worry, I'm not pausing, I'm not skipping or anything. It won't mess up your timer at all. I'm just going to minimize the episode. Yo. They're gonna fight! No holding back, you said it! I freaking hate his Bwah! Magnum Cannonball. It's not even bronze. Why is it bronze? Creation magic. Bronzified. I don't know what that word even means. Yeah. And the opening, okay. So like I said, don't worry, it's not going to mess up your timer. I'm just minimizing it so I'm not watching what's on the screen. Next episode, we're going to watch the opening because I'm pretty sure it was either 5 or 6 that we were able to. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to get spoiled, okay? So that's why. But it's still playing, don't worry. Timer is still accurate. I don't know why I just did that. That wasn't even part of the song. Don't think your syncing's off. I just felt like rocking out for a second to my own beats. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm literally just staring at my desktop on my computer. Whee! But I can hear the song anyway. Do 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 do. With my old editing method, I mentioned this in the My Hero episode as well. Usually, you guys don't get to stick around for my random humming of the songs that usually doesn't go with the song at all, and all that gets cut out unless it's my first time watching. I would leave the reaction to the opening in for the first time, but then for all the repetitive times, I'd cut it out. But now you guys get to sit here with me because of the timer. Okay, I think that sounds like the ending. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, so we're re-seeing this again, but we're getting. We didn't get a perspective of them last time, did we? Jesus Christ. Good, they're amping us up to see their reactions when this attack happens. I can't wait. I still think the captains. I think all these side dudes are gonna be shocked. Yes, here we go. I think the captains are still gonna like look at it analytically and that this is the only test he passed. Oh. Oh, look at their face. That's what I wanted. Oh, Yami realizes his physical strength. Oh, just so many cracks in the floor. I love it. I love Yuno's proud face too. It's so good. Magic Knights. Magic Knights, Wizard King. It throws me off so much. I get them reversed sometimes. Yeah, that's what you get for talking shit. He just ruining all the rep he just gained. I love how they're still insulting him after seeing that. They get a stretcher for the guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, could he feel it then? Hmm. I like how the big buff guy is the one saying all this. Interesting. I like it. Okay, we get to see a little bit of the random other fights. That's cool. See some different magic. Water ball. Stone golems. Hmm. I wonder. I want. I wish I could see Asta fight against some of these guys. What's Asta freaking out about? Oh, I guess it is kind of that. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's what he's thinking too. Yeah. Okay. So they're impressed for a second, and then they see some of the other fights, and they're like, "Oh, maybe it was just his opponent was weak." Oh, look at this cocky guy. Probably royalty. I like how Yuno didn't even say shit. Yo. All these people, they're so obsessed with rank in this world. It's interesting. Very ominous music. Alright, Yuno. Ah, yes. Yuno's gonna brush it off like nothing, isn't he? A big ball of lightning! Okay, what are you gonna do with it now? Fling it at him? Something more creative? They walked here. It didn't really cost them much. A towering tornado! Nice. Very bright and shiny. Oh, he lost his footing. Damn. Not as, I mean, it was like cool, but it was really just like his lightning ball and a tornado like kind of clashing. I don't know. It didn't have the same impact as Asta's fight, but it also kind of ended how I expected for Yuno. So it was a cool fight. Amazing. I want to be his friend too. Okay. Do we get the results today? Oh, okay, cool. We do. I wonder if Yami's gonna pick Asta. I forgot that the captains get to pick who they go with, and Yami talked a lot about Asta, so yep, he's gonna be the last name called, isn't he? Aw, see you, dude. See you, dude. I don't remember what Asta's number is. Crap. Oh wow, was that the first one? Damn. A sleeping girl. Uh, dreams dashed. Just go back to tilling your fields. Okay. 164. Ah, that's Yuno. I think, right? Yep. I didn't remember the number at all. It just showed Yuno, so I figured it was him. I don't know why I acted like I knew. Ah. Ooh. All of them? Oh my god! But he's a kid from the booties. Asta's only gonna have one. It's gonna be Yami, I think. That's my prediction, anyway. Ah, so he's going with the best, it seems like. That girl guy. I don't know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Guy until proven that my theory is a girl. Ah, here we go. Hmm. The tension. Huh. Interesting. So what now? Ah, show's over, guys. He didn't make it. That's the moral of this story. Hmm. Yemi? He spoke up. Fair enough. Oh. Does he have a ton? Oh. I love when this is like a part of anime. When they can just show their aura like that. Like, I think Bleach was one of the ones that, like, one of the first ones I watched that did it, so I, like, have so much nostalgia with it. But when you just feel their, like, spiritual pressure. As he said, pressure, I just realized that. Oh, that shaking is kind of getting to me, though. Yeah, he wants to, anyway. He's gonna say it. He is. And Yemi's gonna like that. Come on, do it. You said it every episode. Right to his face. Oh, thank God that vibrating's done. That was rough. Nice. I like how Yemi was the one person's name that I remembered out of all the names, and he's the one the main character went with. Cool. Declining is an option. Alright. Sounds like fun, but he made it. Damn. Oh, that's cool. I like Yami. Freaking birds. Alright. I like how they told us one last one just to show us. Is there gonna be some Asta bullying here a little bit because of the people that didn't make it, but he made it and I don't think he deserves it? Alright, and they did join different squads, so. Oh god. Ah! I said that! I said that last episode! Oh my god. Hmm. Oh jeez. Yuno's gonna do something, isn't he? Oh, so he still got in a squad. Back. Oh no, poison lizard. And it was going too slow. Yum. Oh, that was a cool bird, though. Then get lost. Damn. God damn, this guy has so much pride. And Asta's clueless as to what just happened. Yuno's around the corner. Nice. I have no regrets or poop left in me. Alright. And they're going their separate ways. Interesting. Cool. Oh. Actually, it was really something. Oh my god. Jeez. Alright, a portal, I think. Is that what that is? He's gonna throw him into it, isn't he? Oh. Yeah, exactly. Throw him in! Please throw him in. Oh, jeez. Tough it out and surpass your limits. Yes! Ah! See ya. And a mouthful of dirt. Where are they? Oh. Black Bull's base. Sprinkle House. And the training begins. Possibly. Or just hellish lifestyle that Yami puts him through. You can't even open the door, right? Oh, okay. Thought it was gonna be like some Hunter x Hunter heavy crap, like. Okay. Do they have like defenses up, or is it someone in there? The absolute worst Magic Knight squad. Okay, cool. I'm interested. Cool, cool, cool. Do 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 do. I have been watching this outro, but there's not really much visually here, which is why I watched it in the first place. It seemed just like them walking around, but yeah, that was a fun episode. I liked it. We had some quick but good fights and some character resolution and the separation of our two characters that have been together for a while. So I have some thoughts to talk about that and where the story goes from here. So yeah. Do 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 do. Oh man, guys. I'm looking forward to getting into like the training and maybe like what a Magic Knight actually does and some more world building stuff too. Even though we've still had a decent amount of that. And we are just about over, I think. Them as babies and then youngins. Alrighty, guys. I don't know what that like petite Clover thing is. I've never watched it, but I just stopped there. But that is episode 5, guys. Oh man, that just made me want Five Guys burgers and fries. Oh, why did I say that? Anyways, yeah. So like I said during the outro, that was a good and fun episode. I liked it. I wonder how the story is gonna tell its story from now on. Like, are we gonna split our like visuals from like mainly Asta, but every now and then cutting to Yuno? Or is it gonna be something along the lines of we run into Yuno every now and then, but now Asta is like the main character, and like Yami and his squad and them are gonna be in it a lot too, I'm sure. But I'm just kind of curious how much we're gonna see Yuno now. That's the big thing, because obviously Asta's the protagonist of this story, and then Yuno the rival, and it could do something where every episode we see a little bit of Yuno's training, or we might go 3 or 4 episodes now without seeing him, but then they're doing a wizard knight job that they run into one of the other squads, and it happens to be Yuno's squad, and we see Yuno and how he's progressed, and have a little reconciliation between the characters and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's gonna be kind of cool. But Asta made it barely because of the sympathy, somewhat sympathy, but Yami definitely saw something in him. Like, we don't know much about Yami yet, but we definitely know, because I was wondering if there was maybe something like Yami, because he's such a big guy, maybe he was a little bit like Asta, where he had more physical strength than magic power, but it seemed like he had incredible magic power when they showed it here, so it's not that at all. It wasn't that, like, he saw a young version of himself or anything. It was just, he saw this kid who's physically strong and, has this power behind him, but because no one knows where that power comes from, they don't want to take him. So I completely understand where Yami is coming from and why the other captains wouldn't want to take Asta and stuff like that, because, the whole point of being a, wizard knight or wizard king mage knight, the whole point of being a mage knight is to use magic, And if he didn't use magic in any of the fights, and then or any of the tests, and then in the fight he just summoned a sword and then swung it real hard, that's still not really using magic, except for the act of summoning the sword. So I can see where people are iffy and they're all like, "What's that grimoire?" So they made it make sense story wise, which is cool, and yeah, I like the turnout of that. So I said it during the episode, but I want to reiterate it again. I really love when a show like shows their power with like that, aura, like kind of simulating like the pressure the characters are feeling around this person and stuff like that. It always gets me, even though it's an anime cliche, even though it's very, very, like, used in a lot of anime. I still really like it. I guess just nostalgia from Bleach, which was, such one of my, I wouldn't say my favorite show, but one of the shows up there on my list that I really enjoyed. Even to this day, I still go back and watch some of those fights because I love it, just whenever like Kenpachi comes up and like, shows his power, and then you find out he's like dampening it with the eye patch or whatever. It's always like, wow, like That's so cool. And so seeing that in this show is really really fun. It's an aspect of anime that I personally really enjoy. So that's cool. But as for Yuno, he got into the well, everybody wanted him, but he picked the best of the best squad. He wants to be, he's rivals with Asta, and he wants to be the Wizard King as well. So he's gonna take his best odds and work, with the captain that is what they said earlier in the show, or last episode, I think he is the closest to becoming the Wizard King. So I guess that's the best way to get to where he wanted to be. But I also mentioned it during the episode. But Yuno's fight was was cool. It wasn't as impactful as Asta's, which obviously it wasn't meant to be. Asta's had the build up of people doubting him. Even though people did kind of doubt too, just calling them like kids from the boonies and stuff like that. Um, but they definitely built up Asta's a bit more, and then Asta's obviously the underdog. Like, we know how strong Yuno is. It was like, yeah, Yuno's gonna do good, but what's Asta gonna do? So I think it was more impactful. Plus, like, visually, I think I like the sword attack more than just like the two colliding magic that just lit up the whole area, and then the other dude like flew off and lost. I felt like I understood why Baja guy got defeated more than I understood why that noble guy that fought got defeated, because he kind of just like floated up in the air. And like, did the wind hurt him? Did he get hurt by his own lightning because he floated up in the air? Like, I'm not sure what hurt him. Like, the tornado could have hurt him. Fast winds can hurt and stuff like that. So, and we never saw him like passed out on the ground or like severely injured or anything. So it was like, it felt a little less impactful than Asta's fight, but obviously, a lot of shows do that where the non-main characters, even though Yuno is pretty much a main character, but Asta is like the main character. But so Asta gets the more epic kind of stuff. So, but I mean, I'm fine with it. It's perfectly fine. I just wanted to point it out that that's how I felt about that fight. But yeah. Oh man. So what else happened this episode? Their house is cool. I always like the more rundown style of house. For me, it's not as interesting to see a like pish posh, like bright and shiny white, perfectly clean house with like gold everywhere. It's always like, these guys are gonna be stuck up. But when I see like a captain who's obviously doing well in the world, living in a place like that, it kind of shows that they, in a way, to me, it seems like they cherish something more than just royalty. And I'm interested to learn more about these characters, more about what this squad is going to be like, because he said it's the worst of all the squads. So does that mean that like they're all jerks and he's going to suffer, like, or do they just not get along with everybody else because they're not all like high and mighty royalty or something? Or like, what makes them the worst? Like, obviously Yami seems like a very strict dude, but he also seems very caring, right? Because I actually, something I didn't mention yet, I absolutely loved when Yami was picking Asta, when he said, I'm gonna work you, I'm gonna work you to the bone. You're gonna be miserable. It's gonna suck. But then you're gonna become, but then you can become the Wizard King, or whatever. Then come back as the Wizard King or whatever. And like, that was really cool, because that shows like he works his men. He trains them hard. He pushes them to their absolute limits. Like, even here at the end when they were doing the portal and the guy's like, I can't hold this very long, and he's like, surpass your limits. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to, he may sound like a jerk at first about it, but I think Yami really does have a soft spot for his, team, his squad, and I think that's going to show as the episodes progress. We're going to see very aggressive and mean behavior from Yami, but then we're gonna see like a positive outcome from it, right? Like he's gonna work Asta to the bone, but then suddenly Asta's gonna realize like, wow, I'm actually like better at this thing now, or stronger physically, or this or that. You know, he's gonna realize something that's improved because of how much Yami has pushed him, even if he doesn't, you know, want it. And I have to say, it seems like there's a little bit of wishy-washy with Asta's personality. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much, but sometimes it seems like Asta really wants to push himself, really wants to work hard. You know, he does, you know, thousands of sword swings a day or whatever, you know, like his crazy workout routines and everything. But then when someone tells him they're going to work him to the bone, he's like, what? Like, he doesn't want that, you know? And I feel like for someone that gives himself such an insane work regimen, he would be like, bring it on, you know, I want to do this, you know, let's make it difficult, you know, like, but maybe I'm reading into it too much, but it just seemed like Asta would have that kind of personality, but he's not really. He kind of like wishy-washy is from like, I guess maybe it's more of a thing where he's okay with working hard and stuff as long as it's of his own volition, and being told that he's gonna like work extremely hard isn't as enticing to him. He just wants to make the choice to do it or not. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about that, but either way, that was just something I kind of just thought of now. You know, is that? But yeah. What else happened this episode? The whole golem fight was cool too, with the dude like riding the golem and the other ones like flying around it, like riding his water wave, and that was honestly, that fight was like, we didn't get to see that much of it, and it was almost cooler than Yuno's, you know, rather than just like a ball of lightning and a tornado colliding. We got to see like cool creations and then surfing a wave and stuff like that. But I guess it was just meant to show how effort, like those guys were nobles with high magic power, and they look like they were putting a lot of effort in. But then and this other noble come out, and they didn't even look like they put in much effort at all. They're just like, ball lightning, giant tornado, fight's over. Like, didn't even take a step, you know. So maybe that's like what the goal was of that. But yeah, guys, I think I touched on almost everything we had this episode. I'm actually gonna cut to the beginning because sometimes I miss some beginning stuff, but I think the beginning was mostly just, yeah, that was a recap of the sword and then Yami talking, and then yeah, the fight and stuff like that. Yeah, so I think that's most of it. I will say, I called it in the last episode. I said when he was eating that purple snake, I said, is this going to make him sick or something? I expected it to happen that episode that he ate the snake, and then I completely forgot that I said that until this episode when he said, oh no, I have to poop, and then he like runs off to the bathroom and he said, is it because of that purple snake I ate earlier? And I was like, haha, I called that an episode ago. But I don't know, I just figured I'd mention that. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much all I gotta say. Sorry if I missed any of the important parts. Sometimes I realize while watching back through editing, but I don't do that anymore, actually. That kind of stinks. I don't get to watch through the episodes anymore, because I used to watch through the whole thing while I'm cutting it up, you know, for that style, but now that I'm timer-based, I don't do that anymore. I used to, like, see what I'd miss, you know, because every now and then I get talking during the episode, and I'll miss, like, small key details and stuff, but oh well. I'm sure if I forget anything too major, you guys will let me know in the comments or something like that, so I'll get yelled at, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, hit that subscribe button, check out my Patreon, and then that's it. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to check out the Patreon at all. Just hit that subscribe button if you're liking stuff, just so you can see my new stuff when it comes out. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.